Communities have been drawn to the beautiful floodplains at Nyah Vinifera Park for thousands of years. Generations have been able to enjoy this iconic landscape, alive with the sounds of birds and frogs, to connect with country, to camp, swim, fish and more. Over time, the ability to deliver water onto our floodplains, where it is so desperately needed, has become increasingly restrained. If we don't intervene, these nationally significant landscapes will continue to decline, potentially beyond the point of rejuvenation. Nyah, Vinifera and Burra Creek are among 9 culturally and ecologically significant floodplains earmarked for restoration under the Victorian Murray Floodplain Restoration Project. Changes to our rivers over time have benefited regional communities and economies, but means the Murray River now can't deliver water to our floodplains with the frequency and reach needed. Now, when Murray River flows come into the forest, it is less often and for short periods of time, and gaps between flood events have increased. We can pump water onto the Nyah and Vinifera floodplain and hold it there with temporary containment banks, but only to a low level. We cannot get water further out onto the floodplain, which is where we're seeing the biggest decline in floodplain health, and cannot get water back off the floodplain, increasing the risk of black water events and mosquitoes. With its ecological communities of national significance, Burra Creek is the most modified of our sites to be restored. Currently, we can pump some water into the Burra Creek line, but only to a low level. We can't deliver water to fill the creek and spread out onto the floodplain, where we are seeing the most devastating decline. Originally, the Murray would have reliably flooded the Nyah and Vinifera floodplain every winter to spring. Even the red gums on the higher parts of the floodplain would spend 7 out of 10 years with their roots underwater for about 3 months of the year. Now the frequency and duration of floods has decreased by about 1/3, and duration between floods has more than doubled. The lignum, shrubland and woodlands around Burra Creek now wait as long as 17 years to get their feet wet. The longer and drier times between floods gets, the harder it is for these floodplains to bounce back. There will come a time where the distressed trees are unable to support ecological communities at all. This project aims to reconnect the forests with floods that better match the timing, duration and frequency needed to help the forest thrive. The infrastructure we build will remove historical blockages and allow us to replicate occasional bigger floods to get water all the way up to the struggling red gum stands higher on the floodplain. As we move towards a drier future, infrastructure will help us deliver water the way nature used to before dams and other measures were built. The work allows us to target ecological communities across this nationally significant floodplain more effectively over the long term. Bringing these floodplains back to life will benefit all of our river communities, people, plants and animals, as we restore them for generations to come.